What's up, guys? This is Jose, also known as BananaKen. Um, this is a first to 10 set, which I did with Kobayashi. He's a Elizabeth player. I'll try to just wing it as it goes. If I need to pause it to explain certain things, then I will. Um, I don't foresee doing it very often, but maybe I might I'll just throw it out there just in case I do. Anyway, let's begin the video, and let's see. All right. So it started with like using R actions, um, but they're, well, for lack of a better term, they're like safe R actions. I'm using Persona to back me up with 5C. Right now, this is just everything's going my way. It's not much to say here. Um, like right now, Kobayashi just needs to just watch what I'm doing and just set and block really. Because like he doesn't really have a need to rush in like he's doing right now, because he doesn't know like what my tendencies are. He doesn't really know like what my game plan is yet, so he really shouldn't be rushing in like that. So here I get a fatal counter combo. Here's the command grab setup, the infamous command grab setup. I dropped my combo there, but it didn't matter. One thing I noticed that he does often is that he will just run up to me and roll. That doesn't seem like the best thing to do with Elizabeth, with such a low stamina character. So here I decide to open different. I just go with like a cross up and do 2C and 2 sweep. Kinda worked out. Here I mess up the timing of the command grab setup. So right now he's defending a little better, which is good. And he just eats that laser at the end. Not sure what happened. So as you can see, every time he does a Persona attack, I just sit there and block, because the only thing Elizabeth can do are more Persona attacks. And you'll see later on that every time Elizabeth opts for a command grab, I simply jump on reaction. So I can just like block everything and jump the command grab on reaction. There's really no trick to it. So there I go, burst simply because he was blocking there for a good while, and I wanted to like try a different mix-up, but he just rolled, and I'm not sure if I hit him during the recovery, but I just killed him right after that, so it worked out. So ideally, every time you want to break one of the primers from Elizabeth, you want to use a jump cancelable normal, and I don't know why I didn't do this every single time. I think I opt to use 2B or just 5B because of the range, but really you can just like run up 5A with Shadow Labrys and jump cancel it to be safe. I was just thinking of the extra range. It's 2A, one of her 7 frame normals. Her fastest normals are 7 frames. There you go, 5B again. Here comes a command grab setup. Yep, he tried to jump. See here, you really have to just guess and delay your tech. You can't try to jump it. You can't like tech immediately every time. That'll just make it easier for me to land the grab on you. So right now Elizabeth is persona broken. This is a really bad situation. There's really not much that she can do. That's one of my more preferred ways to open people up. Just simply doing a safe jump, and if I have meter, cancel that safe jump on block or hit to the air guillotine X. It makes it so that you do like a really hard to see double overhead, and it leads into a combo. Command grab. See, like again, the command grab. It just goes back to that. Now here, I start using 2B for some reason. I think it's because I was expecting him to jump or something. Honestly, I don't know. Like sometimes I just try to mix things up, just to like not to show a consistent pattern every time. But really, there was no need to break the primers using a different normal. In fact, this gets me killed, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm dead. Like using slower normals led me to getting hit in the first place. I should have just stuck to using 5A jump cancel. See again, 2B. Yeah, that was kind of silly. So there I'm forced to burst. But it's not such a bad position if you burst while you have awakening and plenty of health. In fact, depending on the matchup, like Shadow Labyrinth with awakening, it's kind of like a mini Dark Phoenix. But here obviously it didn't work out. Like I simply messed up too many times, and Elizabeth only needs like 2, maybe 3 hits to kill me. So right now it's 3-1 in my favor. So remember when I mentioned that I was paying attention for the grab? Yeah, it's for some reason I thought that nah, he wouldn't go for the grab there, and I just didn't react. But for later on, like I try to be more mindful about it. I'll still fall for it, but it's simply because of carelessness. See, like right now I'm really paying attention for it. Okay. There I should have jumped forward, and I would have caught him in the free jump frames. But I still got a pretty heavy combo off of this. Ooh. See, that's one of the reasons you should stick to 5A jump cancel. Because even 5B can be punished like that. See there, I finally reacted to the command grab. That was a failed cross-up attempt. Yeah, I keep seeing Kobayashi go for like really gutsy rolls, And I think the reason I'm not punishing them is because it's like, man, like why would he do that? That seems like so risky, and it just mind fucks me, and I don't punish it. I think I kind of catch on to it later on, but it actually takes me forever to start punishing them. There I wasn't expecting the last part to actually hit. Okay, so here we see a little bit of Elizabeth's corner pressure, but really I think one of the main things that the Elizabeth should have focused on, that Kobayashi should have focused on, is on using one more cancel so that he can run in and do like either an instant overhead setup or a throw, like a tick throw setup. Like I think those were the two main things missing, and without those two things, it made it really easy for me to just like hold down back and block everything. Like I think he catches on to this later on, but like just a little too late. Here you can see me using that that corner cross-up setup with the laser. It's really good. I think I go for it again here, yeah. But this time it was a fake. And now this time it was an empty jump short. So like just there I show you like 3 different variations. And they all lead into the same situation. So that makes it so that Shadow Labyrinth is really scary in the corner. Mangrove setup again. This time it was successful. And now I got the cross up. Last time I think I did the cross up too late, and it didn't cross up. This time I made sure I did it a little earlier. Also, I'm drinking right now, so if for some reason my speech is a little slurred, well, you'll know why. Yeah, like even if you're cornered by Elizabeth, as I was over there, all you really have to do is hold them back and react to the command grabs. Like that forces Elizabeth to take a whole different route. Like she has to use one more cancels, she has to do a lot of things. That was punishable. There I tried to do a command grab setup, but it failed. That was a lucky break for me, because he got the warning right as there was a super freeze, and he had no choice but to receive the negative penalty. And I think that's something that carried over from the Blaze Blue engine, because it happened in Blaze Blue as well. Man grab setup? Yeah. Alright, so that's a really good option. Just wake up Gold Burst. It's like I can maybe predict it and not do jump A, but that's like an unnecessary risk for my part. So like Gold Burst is a pretty safe bet if you really want to get out of that command grab setup without taking any type of risk. Yeah, like right there, I messed up the combo of my Awakening Super. It could have actually killed Kobayashi right there and then. Yeah, the command grab setup, I saw it again. Oh, this combo. Yeah. I completely messed that up. That's another chance to kill him, but thankfully I still have meter, so I can still keep pressuring him. Yep, but finally he cracks and does a DP, oh, an R action. Like there, I would have probably done another gold burst. He would have gotten it, and he would have probably gotten a mix-up. And Elizabeth's health is really low. Yeah. If only I could kill everyone as quickly. Yeah, this 5A jump cancel is really showing how useful it is right now. But then I run into 5C. So that's one thing about Elizabeth, she can paralyze you, right? So when she wants to do a command grab, really there's two things that you need to pay attention to. Is that if you're being comboed, you can't just mash tech. You really should like pay attention to when you tech. And also you have to be ready to do like a short hop when you see the command grab. So as long as you're paying attention to those two things, you should be able to avoid command grab every time. So again, we see like 5A jump cancel is super useful. I had no idea why I ran into that SB fire pillar thingy. I think it just caught me in pre-jump frames. There, I just ran into it. See, like immediately after I burst it, I activated my awakening super. It's because I knew that I was gonna have it, and in fact, I burst precisely because I was gonna have the awakening super. As you can see, it paid off. Like that's a general trend in a lot of matchups with Shadow Leverus. Like you don't burst as much as to survive, as much as you burst to like get the opportunity to use your awakening super. Is that good? See, like one thing I would have liked to see is Kobayashi delaying his wake up tech just to mess up my command grab combos. Because the moment you do that, it makes it a lot more complicated for Shadow Leverus to do like any type of Okizeme on the opponent. So like I had to use laser, I had to use 5C, I had to use what other move is? Oh yeah, half circle back C or D, which is the ground pound move. Like I had to use all those moves just to like keep you on your toes. But if you don't delay your tech properly, the only move I really need to use is command grab. And that trivializes the matchup. And, I believe we're getting pretty close to the end now. Not sure, it might be like a couple more matches. Oh, I'm not gonna spoil it. Right now I believe it is 8-10? I might be wrong. I'll make sure to like keep close track of the score in the future. But right now I am not. As you can see, whenever Elizabeth gets like a hit, she hits like a truck. But ideally, any round, um, you really don't get hit at all by Elizabeth because you have the tools to space her out. You have the means to get in as well, and you also have the means to maintain momentum once you get knocked out. Like Shadow Lovers has everything she needs against Elizabeth. However, Elizabeth, because of the fact that she regens meter, she can pressure you with just that, and with full meter, she can do mix-ups at any time that are honestly really hard to react. And here I just kind of noticed that Kobayashi was not going to be near any of my persona's attacks, so I kind of tried to improvise for the throw. And it was honestly a coincidence that my throw led me to land the finisher as a follow-up. Sees more. So here we see more safe jumps. Yeah, I baited the burst there, but I somehow let it slip out. Yeah, and this, as you can see, is like turning bad really quick. But even after I was paralyzed, yeah. The only reason I lived here was because I had burst. Yeah, I got super lucky this round. And like again, I bursted because I had a chance to use my awakening super. Okay, so now I believe it's 9-10. So potentially the last match. And I believe I start seeing some interesting things from Kobayashi. Like even though he might have struggled like previous matches, there's a couple things here that take me by surprise, and I was like, wow, if he did this from the beginning, the match might even have been like way closer. Let's see. Well, the first round, definitely didn't go very well for him. Yeah, there we go. It's just that. Just throw. It's like, and what mindfucked me is that he will do very risky moves like just run up roll, but he would not throw for the longest time. And Elizabeth's throw inflicts fear, and that automatically makes me unable to take anything. So you would think he would have done that like way sooner. Like maybe he wasn't thinking of it that way. Like maybe he was thinking, well, like I'm gonna mash DP every time, so why bother running up the throw? But that's the thing. Every time I was just thinking, well, he's not gonna throw me, so I shouldn't worry about those things. But if he had actually gone for throws, like he did here, he would have caught me so many times. And Elizabeth gets a crap ton of damage off of throws. I think this might be it. Yep, that's it. Well, so, well, what can we talk about? Well, in conclusion, there's honestly, I don't think there's like that much covered in this matchup. I think, for example, Elizabeth can do much more in the corner. She can do way scarier mix-ups. I know, for example, that her 2B, she can one more cancel it into like instant overheads, or she can land after doing a one more cancel into a low. Like she can do a lot of things. And the thing is, I didn't see much of that. Also, like throw mix-ups, like you can run up to me, especially when I have fear, and you can force me to like either manage TP or hold up to jump, like all of that. And honestly, you only need 2 hits, 2 maybe 3 hits. So it's okay to spend meter to like get that one more cancel to make make a mix of like really scary or hard to see or impossible to see for that matter. And I think that's really all that Kobayashi needed to do. Like have that willingness to commit to improve. Because as it is, if you just like chain persona attacks back to back, there's really not much that a persona can do by itself. You can do 5C, I believe that might be the. You can do 2C, which is that explosion with a push of fear. But all that, it can either block or jump or react. So that's really the main thing to keep in mind. Person that so you had to work through that, and it's not like Elizabeth doesn't have options. You really have to training mode and see like one more cancel. Oh, can I run up in 2B and maybe do another one? In the case, especially in you really don't want to. Depending on your meters, a small price to pay if you keep them in there. Especially if you have Awakening, where you potentially have 150. Here's how many one more cancels. It's just a matter of depleting. $6K in a single, and it worked out. I didn't bet it. Yeah. Definitely give me some feedback. Personally, don't expect it to be like. It's a bit of help for channel and